Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's event, the museum's third annual Pride Celebration. I'm Jenny Frankel, the Associate Director of the Museum of Public Relations. When we held our first Pride event in 2019, it was the first time that the industry came together to publicly honor the great contributions of our fellow LGBTQ professionals. It was the first time that the issues of being gay, bi, trans, or queer in PR were allowed in an open forum to talk about experiences of bias, exclusion, and outright discrimination in the workplace. We learned how far we had come as a profession, and especially how far we needed to go to provide the LGBT community a home in this industry. It was a moving, emotional event for the panelists and audience alike, a real milestone in the course of PR history. Tonight, we expect will be equally moving. We'll be hearing from two panels, one made up of PR professionals and one made up of journalists. Many of these panelists have never spoken in a public forum like this before. They'll be moderated by the legendary Kathy Renna, Communications Director of the National LGBTQ Task Force, who has spent years using her skills in PR to advocate on behalf of the LGBTQ community. In fact, few people have done more to educate the general public about the community and to educate fellow members of the community how to advocate for themselves. This special event would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors, which include the Bonnie Yablon Foundation, Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communications Department of Advertising and Public Relations at University of Georgia, the IW Group, Page, Johnson & Johnson, Consumer Health and OGX, Finn Partners, Pat Ford, Mike Worldwide, Orange County Gay Men's Chorus Group, also known as Men Alive, the University of Oregon School of Journalism and Communication, Compro, and Muckrack. A warm thank you as well to our partners on this event, the Diversity Action Alliance and PRCA. Before I hand the mic to Kathy, I'd like to share that we'll be holding a surprise halftime program tonight. We want to thank in advance the Gay Men's Chorus of Orange County, as well as Dr. Veiling Shah for making tonight's performance possible. Now, I'd like to bring on Kathy Renna to talk about tonight's program and introduce our keynote speaker.
Well, welcome everyone to the Museum of PR annual Pride event. This is the third event. I am so thrilled and honored to be back and hosting. Can't wait for the panels with both my colleagues in PR and communications, and then an incredible panel with journalists working in LGBT and mainstream media to talk about what the last year has been like and what's going on now in terms of LGBTQ issues, media coverage, and how we can better tell our stories. But first, we have something very, very special. I am so pleased and honored to introduce a colleague, a friend, Stephanie Battaglino. She's an author, an advocate. She has been an incredible, incredible voice for the trans community, both in the corporate world, but also in the larger culture. She serves on many, many boards, but she is currently serving on the national board